In this video, we are breaking down the brand new Marvel's Defenders trailer that dropped just hours ago. What is up, YouTube? It's Josh. This is the Den of Nerds. Guys, let's get right into it. Marvel's dropped the new Defenders trailer, which is pretty cool. I know we're all excited for this, despite maybe, our feelings about the Iron Fist series. So I like this trailer a lot. I scrubbed through it a bunch of different times. So let's get right into it. I'm going to break it down, tell you all the things that I noticed, things that you might have missed, speculations that I have, and whatnot. So we start out here. We've got Jessica. I love the music. They've been using this in pretty much all the promotion.
You stole evidence from my crime scene.
Misty Knight playing an important role here.
And you got my one lead killed.
I tried to pause here and see what the hell this was. I think it's just crime scene stuff. It could be an Easter egg, not something that popped off to me right away here. But yeah, this is Misty Knight. I honestly don't know how they brought Jessica in. It would feel as though she'd have to come in of her own accord. But she's playing ball here, and Misty Knight is doing what Misty Knight does. So
I was trying to help him.
Blood on the face, and you didn't. And here we go. Here we go. This is where the crossover starts. And when I saw this, the first time I saw this, I was like, yes, here we go. Matt Murdock doing his thing. It'll be interesting to see how much time has passed from the end of Daredevil Season 2, because correct me if I'm wrong, Matt is not a lawyer. He's not a part of Melson and Murdock anymore. After the end of that season, they've kind of gone their separate ways. I mean, I could be missing something that happened in the last part of that season, but I don't think so, because Daredevil Season 2 is one of my favorite shows, and I watch it actually all the time. So this will be interesting. He's either playing the part here. I mean, I guess he's technically hasn't been disbarred, so he's still the lawyer, walks in.
Stop talking.
Who the hell are you?
My name is Matthew Murdock. I'm your attorney.
And I love that little smile right there. Should I go back? Should I go back for it? Watch this smile. Right there. Fucked it up. Alright. Yeah, there we go. Little Daredevil smile. I love it.
How does being Harlem's hero allow you to live an actual life?
Right now, I just want to help people.
He just wants to help people.
You need to meet.
And this is kind of cool here. This is, obviously we want to see Iron Fist and Power Man, and this seems like a really good way for them to first meet. So I don't know who this character is that he's trying to punch, that Danny's trying to punch. I assume it's just like some kid that wants to break into the dojo or something, maybe trying to get some money or something like that. And then Luke's there, of course, stops him. Yo, that regular kung fu ain't gonna work. Boom, Iron Fist time. Love this shot. This is really, really dope. Actually, a nice callback to something that happens in Luke Cage Season 1, but Luke's face is not the thing that ripples in that shot. This is that shot where the dude's wrist and hand breaks over Luke's face. So this is a really cool callback to that moment, except this time Luke is getting fucked up, which is kind of awesome.
I'm the immortal Iron Fist.
You what?
You're on the same side.
I like this scene a lot, and it's cool that they're going to start with kind of beef and maybe have to work around it or whatever. You guys know my thoughts. I really didn't like Finn Jones as the Iron Fist, although I did say in my review and everything that he is consistent at least. So this is the Danny we've got, for better or worse. He shows up at Kunlun at the end of the first Iron Fist season, so where does this take place in the timeline? Has he been to Kunlun? Because remember, everybody was dead and destroyed, so something happened here. This is the biggest question, I think, of Defenders. The thing that I walked away wondering the most is, where does this fit into the timeline? Where is this continuity exactly at? And hopefully we get answers. I don't want ambiguity. I want to know. Even if they have to use some exposition, I really want to know what is happening, where all of these characters are at.
You four. The Devil of Hell's Kitchen.
Devil of Hell's Kitchen.
The smart-ass detective.
We got a problem?
This is for Stick doing his explanation of everybody. It's cool, it's comic books.
My bad.
My bad. Love
With a
that.
glowing fist. The war for New York is
Elektra. Okay, so interesting stuff. This shot right here, and this is going to become more clear in a second, they are all fighting against Elektra. And she, seemingly has some kind of ability here. Let's see if we can scrub back here. So the blast, or whatever this is coming. Oh, this kind of actually looks like this is stick maybe right here. But you'll see in a second here, they are all training against Elektra. This right here is obviously not Elektra. This looks to be stick, or... Yeah, this is kind of interesting here. I really did think that this was Elektra. They're all being blasted away. And this is Sigourney Weaver, the big bad of the whole show.
Get your shit together.
Now here we go. See, this is Elektra here, right? And they are training against Elektra and getting their asses kicked. And it, you know, it cuts. There's some cuts to the scenes that are happening. It's really action-packed. This looked to be a confrontation with them going after Sigourney. So it's interesting, right? Like, okay, so here's what I think's going on. If that was Stick and they're all getting their ass kicked by Stick, who has some kind of powers, very interesting. Either way, they're all definitely getting their ass kicked by Elektra. And it would seem that all of them need to fight against Sigourney Weaver, and they're all getting their ass kicked. So are they really like up against like super powerful people that it's literally going to take all of the defenders working together to fight these single individuals? I mean, that's kind of interesting, I guess. This is a shot we've seen going down. This kind of looks like right here, Elektra is fighting Matt here. I mean, look at the shot. She's got the sword there. I think she's aiming it at him. They could be working together. Let's keep going. No, they're definitely fighting. She's throwing him through there. Yeah, so see her in the background here? She's slowly walking up as they are doing their version of the hallway fight that's kind of been infamous. They always do these tracking combat scenes in the defenders. So Elektra just is probably just going to walk up and like whoop them all as they're working together to try to get this information or get, you know, to Sigourney Weaver or whatever's happening here. Boom. Yep. And then that very end of this was funny here. At the very end, watch where Daredevil is at the end of the shot. He's back here. And remember that shot we just showed with Elektra and him fighting? That's going to take place right after this shot. So they go through this tracking thing. He's in the back here. And then she's going to punch him through the wall and fight everybody else.
We make quite a team.
No.
What are you talking about? Bulletproof. Blind ninja. Whatever it is you are.
Classy.
And that's like their version of the Swarma shot from the end of Avengers, where they're all just hanging out after their team effort or whatever. Yeah, it's kind of cool, you know. We've got the Kurt Cobain, the grunge music. I like the different rendition of that. It's kind of cool. Overall, it's a good trailer. It doesn't give too much away. There's a lot of mystery. A lot of good action was shown. The big questions for me are like, you know, what side is Elektra on exactly? Is she working for the Hand still? Is she even the Elektra we know? Because, you know, she's been resurrected. Is she the demon now? What's that going to be like for Matt trying to fight? You know, he obviously loves her. How much of the characters from their individual stories are going to show up in here? I mean, we've got Clara Templeton, obviously been a through line through most of these shows, so it's cool to see her. But there's a lot of questions here. I'm not sure. I think the biggest question, if I'm being honest, is Finn Jones still going to be awful and at acting and fighting? Because I need him to be better at fighting. Hopefully he's been training. Hopefully they've listened to the feedback from Iron Fist and they're going to take that into effect. It's one of the cool things about the new age of media that we're in these days is like we as fans can like bitch, put out videos like I did and you know, kind of disseminate this information, and then the studios can see that and hopefully react and give us a better version of Iron Fist, fill in some of those gaps, make him a better fighter at least, and go from there. Hopefully the addition of his relationship with Luke Cage will help that. But Let me know what you thought of the trailer. Do you think it's super dope? Did you pick up on anything that I missed? What do you think the relationship to Elektra and the rest of the team is going to be? The big bad Sigourney Weaver, what do you think about her? Is she going to have actual physical fighting prowess, or is she just going to be a mastermind type with a bunch of cronies? Hit me up. Let's talk about Defenders. Did Iron Fist piss you off so much that you're not excited for it? Are you still super pumped for what Marvel is doing in their Netflix universe? Let me know in the comments section. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and nerdy day. See ya!